Bamba, let me tell you about community governance.
Very well, Mary. Tell me all about it.
Community governance is about best ways for communities to run themselves. Not run themselves into the ground. It's about vision, leadership, empowerment, ownership. Big words, Bamba.
Hey, I've been to school, Mary.
Bamba. It's like a game of football. You know what I mean? Lift 'em up people. People in front. Proper way. Fairness and respect. Hey, you listening to me? What you reading?
Mary, I'm trying to work out what this one means. Government.
Governance. Not government. Governance means people working together to achieve community goals. It's self-governance. You know, coming from the people. They come together, they think what they want together, they go proper way, and they kick the goals.
Yeah, Mary. What's this sustainable?
Sustainability. You know, so it can go on and on and on.
Yeah, just like my old foot falcon, eh?
Yeah, no, Bamba. Di, you know everything. Tell Bamba what those words really mean.
Hello, Mary. Hello, Bamba. Yes, it's true. Some of these words are quite hard, but in order to sustain our organisations, we need to learn about governance. Today, I'd like to introduce you to Dickie Cox, who's the chairperson of Noonkanbah. Noonkanbah is world-renowned for its governance strategies that it put in place for sustainable community development. Hello, Dickie.
Hello.
Well, your business is very, very powerful too. You've been very successful. How did that happen?
Well, like a long time ago, because we work for the station managers. My father used to work there when the sheep times. And when my old man passed away, and when I was 16 of age, and I got that job, and the sheep is no longer in the property, and everything is closed down, and we turn into cattle now.
This is Di Potter. She's a professional training and development person. You know, a curriculum writer, that's what they call them. And Di is a person who helps people do things the proper way. Go on, Di, you tell her.
How many directors help you with the running of your station?
Well, we got the 4 directors work in the community, and also that we are council members. Directors, we look after station, community, store, and school.
How did you get strong? What strategies did you employ to build up your community?
Well, we have a look at it like a management that they come to us, and we look at the governance training, and we look at all of everything that governor was talking about, what the job for the directors in the community. And we look at like looking after people and the money and everything and how to run business. And we have to stick to those things.
I'm going to show you what's been happening in some Aboriginal committees. Now let's have a look at what about ASMOB committee. A lot of stuff that happens in community organisations, especially in their committees, is not effective. Projects fall apart. It's not sustainable. Have a look at the What About ASMOB Management Committee, talking about housing.
No. We are not going to the Magamob, because Bobby here is organizing a painting details. It's cheaper for us to clean it out and paint it up. Cunnerman would be right.
Charlie, what you got here doesn't work. It's just like a dog box. When I was in Canberra...
Johnny, if you'd have been in the community, you'd know it's right. We just fix them up. We don't have money for new housing. Hey, Franny.
The other Bob community, across the other side of the river, they got proper housing. You seen it, Fanny, sister. Charlie says we haven't got money. We need to have a meeting right away about how to get money.
That's right. Ask Charlie. He knows all about that stuff. What about government funding? You know how the mother mob did it, eh, Johnny?
That's right, yep.
Never mind about them other mob, how they do their thing. Our community do it our way. My way. That fella really put him down right proper. Didn't he?
I don't think that's very funny, Bamba.
Hey, Mary, I think I'm gonna be chairman. I'm the boss. Mary, can you please give me some advice?
Yeah, I'll give you advice. You're not the boss.
I'm the boss.
Ah, God, you're not the boss, Bamba.
But if they elect me, I'm boss.
Well, and if you think you're the boss, then I can't give you no advice.
I? What?
Ah, Bamba. Let's have a look and see what's really going on. This is Charlie. I'm the one. You know, I am the one. He's the chairman of the board. He thinks that being chairman gives him the right to do whatever he wants. What's going on in his head? I wonder.
You're a cheeky brother, Johnny. You're not even a real black fella.
The management committee needs leadership. That's what Charlie thinks he's doing. But his way of thinking is, I'm going to win this one and you're going to lose. That's the way Charlie works all the time. I win, you lose. Is that leadership, Bamba?
Well, he's the boss.
Bamba, when you gonna learn? The leader is responsible for conducting meetings properly, not trying to win every discussion. Charlie's got his own agenda too. There's money in the budget and he wants it.
True, eh? I didn't know that. What about that bloke? Johnny come lately.
Remember this man? Well, he's been well educated. He's got a BA and he's got a big chip on his shoulder. These people are living in the dark ages. What am I doing here? I should be in Canberra. Johnny thinks he knows everything. He's educated, but he's not showing respect to anyone else. His ideas may be good, but hard to sell when he's big-noting himself. I got nothing to say. This is Franny Fragile. She's very nervous, and she twitches a lot. But what's she really thinking? These blokes are too quick for me. I'm not good enough. I'm not sure if I should be on the committee. Franny feels like she's weak and no good. She's used to being put down, and so she doesn't contribute anything.
Hold up, poor thing.
These people really want to be part of the committee, but they've got to learn to work as a team. That way, the community owns the decision. Let's ask Di. Di! 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 Di, where you? Where's Di?
Oh, yes, Mary, I've seen people like that before. They have no concept of governance. I feel sorry for Franny and Charlie.
Charlie's definitely not showing leadership qualities. Tell me, Dickie, how did your community get powerful?
We got as a governance training to come to show us what the rector's job is. And the rector's job that we're looking after money and cattle money and community funding and the store, and that's come to rectors. Rectors look after everything, and we budgeted money for work. Sometimes we do for windmill, like job we do bore, fencing, dam, and yard. We got a budget, and we look after all those budgets the same way. And store that the profits make profits, and we have a meeting every fortnight week, and we look at how much money we put in the safe or in what community want. Well, we talk about what community want out of that profit. As rectors come meet up in there, and we talk about a lot of these things.
You know how Noonkanbah Yangara have built that strong foundation for business to grow. You now have people coming to you. What are some of the things they are offering?
Well, as any of those people now today that for us training and offer us that running a proper management and show us how to run our business. And there are a lot of people now today that we're looking after other community, and on other side we look at all other community. They don't receive that sort of help in other organization. They have to come to us because they prove that how we run our business is through that way.
The key to transforming an organisation is through capacity building training to empower people of an organisation. And because you're doing this proper way, you're able to help many other communities in the region.
Well, that's what we're telling now. They see that how we're running our business, they come to us and we show how our management run in proper way.
Yeah, proper way. Exactly right. That's what I've been talking about all along. Hey, Bamba, you still think it's funny what the chairman did?
No, it's not funny, Mary. It would be good if the mob got together and worked as a group. They would get good results if they start from the basics.
Ah, Bamba, let's see what happens now. I've got an idea. With respect to the strategic parameters and where to go next, we can be guided by the Constitution.
Constitution? I'll give you guidance. I'm the boss. I'm the elected chairman.
That's right. Back at the Constitution, if we're talking about money here, funding should be used for renovation. Hey, Franny.
Yeah, well, yes, the research trip's a great idea. I'm with you, Chairman. I'll be collecting my TA. I mean, why can't we be like the other mob community? Why won't the government give us money? That reminds me, when do we get our lunch money?
I second that.
Well, why don't us eating that?
On the subject of money, Mary, I think I might be treasurer.
Treasurer? Bamba, you can't even pay your bleeding bills. Treasurer's got to be responsible. It's not his money to spend the way he likes.
What are you talking about?
Treasurer got to come to meetings. He's got to be responsible and accountable for the way he spends the money. Bobby Bendamroll is always trying to work the system, so he aligns himself with Charlie, and he keeps it secret too.
Yeah, keep smiling, mate. I'm gonna be number one. Yeah. You scratch my back, I'm not scratching yours. Eh? That's right, Charlie. Get on here.
This is Patty Cash. She's the treasurer. Wonder what she's thinking, Bamba?
Might be money, eh?
Hooray, more meetings, more sitting fees, more jewelry. Everything I want. Patty Cash is still thinking small, that getting money is the reason for being on the management committee.
Who's that other sleepy fella? Bet nothing's happening upstairs for him.
Not exactly, Bamba. That bloke's name is Noddy Not Here. He used to be motivated. He's seen so many buggered up committees, he's totally bored. He's got experience, but he's lost his vision.
I thought he was just asleep.
This is a waste of time.
I've been done this before. What a whole lot of crap.
Yes, you're right, Mary. What this committee is doing is not sustainable. Is it, Dickie?
The way you run your community is driven by your constitution. What you've actually achieved here is organisational sustainability. So what we have is other communities coming to you and knocking at your door.
Well, I think it's first of all that when we run community, first job that I got, and just about I've been there for 30 years, and to run the community, a couple of old people couldn't run that. They had to call me that I was to work for the government, and so that I come along and join the community, and I started all these things. every time that we sold, how many cattle we sold, put it in the platform, in the platform, in the paperwork that we put it in, and that's what we learn from it. And we're saying to young people now today, this way it should be.
Dickie, tell us about standing up for your beliefs. What is the role of a good leader?
Well, I'm going to show that if I'm amongst the Aboriginal people, if I'm in 100, 200 people, and I got to show that I'll be the good leaders. And all the hands, not in the table, but open hands. And I don't walk away with the dollars. When the governance training, they show me that, but I've been doing that for 30 years, for a long time before the governance training. And I got to have a good record, and I got to show my people that I'm the good leader.
Tell us about not being scared, Dickie, and finding a voice at a meeting.
The fair for me, that I'm going to be fair for the other people. Not only for myself, but I'm going to show that what is fair for me to run business like station or community. Well, the people put me back every time when election comes. They're saying, "Oh, you're a good chairman, and you've done this for a long time." Well, that's fair for me. I did work like a local. The money that I get through CDP, I don't pay me that big money. No way in the world.
What about this committee, Dickie? Can they succeed?
Well, if they can see that we done that,
They can do it.
they can do it.
Good. Yes, Mary. Committees can succeed if they do things the proper way.
Thank you, experts. But this committee don't give a damn about respect and accountability and all those fancy words. Check out what happens next. Check out what happens when Derek arrives on the scene. Derek Do-Gooder. Goodness me.
Hi guys, great to be back home with my people. How are you, Charlie? How are you, Paddy, my dear? Good to see you people still working together, supporting the community. I'm so impressed with your commitment. And how are you, Franny? Coz? I think it's race 7, number 4. I'm your messenger. That's me. That's my challenge. It's my life's work. How they hanging, Bobby? So what do you think? Do you want the good news or the good news?
What now?
I'm totally exhausted. I've been up all night finishing the legals. You'll be happy with this. Trust me. My ex-wife didn't.
Here we go again. It's a contract, isn't it?
Hey, what's going on now? Look, everybody. We haven't done a proper research into this one. We've discussed this before.
Shut up, you. Everyone shut up. Let Derek talk. We've moved on. We've almost got a deal.
Thanks, Charlie. That's right. We've got to move on. That's progress for you. And it's good news. Believe me, I'm working for you. It's all here in black and white. It's on the line. This document will clear the way for a joint venture between you and government. I've signed off, and soon as you sign off, it means building new houses can commence in 12 months. The funding is approved. Basically, new houses won't be built in the community. They'll be built in town. Isn't that great news?
I'll support that motion. What motion? You silly thing. Ah, dear.
Hi, guys.
That's Derek Do-Gooder. What's going on in his head?
This mob of pushovers. I know what's best for them. They don't get it. The world's moved on. They haven't.
He's going overboard big time. He's treating them like they're stupid. It's just not on, Mary.
They just wanted a decent house, like everybody.
True God.
What do you think, Di?
Well, Mary, I still think they can get their act together. What do you think, Vicky?
I think they can do that.
Tell us about being fair with people in your community.
Like looking after my kids, but I gotta look after other people too, same times. The fair, but that another word mean that the fair for everybody, what in the community. If they have any problem, they come and see us and talk about it. And so that main leaders for in the governance training, and when that comes about, we've already done it before that, but this is to give us more good strong to carry on and what is right for us to live in the community and how we can deal with things and how we look after the community.
When I come up to Nookenbar, I always find you treated me equal.
Well, the same way that I treat you that way, and there's the rest of people that I treat same way in the community. Kids, bookkeeper, school, store manager, and I treat same way.
What happens in the community when people are not being treated equally?
Well, we pull him up. Another word means we tell him when I have a meeting and we tell him that you should not be doing all these things. And that's our rule through our constitution, and we should stick by that, under that rule.
Dickie, tell us about empowerment and ethical or fair decision making.
We help those people that carry on proper businesses, make it very good for each community, no matter where. And we saw that like we at the body in there, and they look to us and they're saying to us, that's why we should be. Well, we saw them as a good management, chairman, good people, leaders, and a council. And that's why you should be very good and straight and honest, and you need to help your own people.
I hope you're right, you mob. Let's see what happens now.
Funding is approved. Basically, new houses won't be built in the community, but they will be built in town. Isn't that great news? Isn't that fantastic?
Hang on a minute. We're not signing anything until we see the details.
Housing in town was only the last option we asked you to look at. Do we? And I'm really concerned about any major changes in the community. We need to consult the community before we approve any business.
That's right. Now I understand. We all gotta stick together. We all got connections to country.
That's true, Bobby. We're not going to rush this.
We are in control. This is our community, Derek, not yours.
Come on, Johnny. What those options again? Could you please explain to us what they mean?
And speak in our language this time, my boy.
Sorry, Uncle. What I was trying to say was we got the opportunity to make what's good for us, to decide our future. We never give Derek the right to sign for us.
You tell him, my boy.
That's right, Johnny. We all want to do it proper way. We all gotta stick together. Who needs the house repaired the most? What about your poor old Auntie Elsie?
She's not my auntie.
No. But what about her? Does she need some help?
Yeah, of course she does. We all need help. If there's no money for new housing in the community, how can we use the community money to make the most of what we have so we can all be in front?
We're not doing it your way, Derek.
We got to roll our own, mate. I reckon find training for some of us so we can repair our houses in the community. find funding for new houses in the community. I think you should start again, Derek. Start by listening.
Good idea, Noddy. Hey, you might make a good chairman. And Charlie, I'm the one. You coming around too. The whole committee. The What About Us mob, they turning a new leaf. You tell them, Di.
Things are looking a lot better now, Mary. They're starting to get their act together. What do you reckon, Dickie?
That's good. They're getting it together.
How did your community get empowered to achieve sustainable community governance?
Well, we learn. We learn from different things, and mainly that we learn a lot of these things from how to run business, cattle, and till I come to governance training. And we saw the books, how we run, and we learn from all those things. And the community was really strong, mainly like the leaders and the council and directors.
Well, Bamba, what do you reckon?
Well, Mary, I want to become a committee member.
Why, Bamba?
Well, because I know what the chairman do, I know what the secretary do, I know what the treasurer do, I know what they all do. But I'll settle for a committee member because I want to be a part of it.
That's really, really good, Bamba. But you're really part of it because you're part of the community. That's just as important.
Well, watch this, Mary.
My God, it's a big one. That's my Bamba. Great play there, Bamba. But one person can't do it all on his own. It's not proper way. Everybody got to participate. Join in. What do you reckon, Bamba?
True, Mary.